I'm going to tell you the story about how I became a Magdalene Rose Priestess, also known as a Sister of the Rose. 5 years ago, I was folding laundry in my bedroom. I have been an intuitive and a medium for many years, but I had never had an experience quite like this. I was visited by two spirits. I could see and make out that they were male, but they looked very noble and very humble. I began talking to them telepathically, and I asked who they were, and they said they were representatives of the Guardians of the Rose. That I'd never heard of it before. I didn't know what it meant. They said, "You will soon learn more." I was really intrigued and really had no idea what to expect. But 2 days later, I was actually getting an energy healing, and I again saw two spirits appear to me. And both of those spirits looked to be nuns. What I know now is they were priestesses. And when I began to communicating with them telepathically, they said they were with the Sisters of the Rose. And they said they were with Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary. I began doing my research. And as I got further into my research, I started to understand that this has been going on for centuries, that there have been Sisters of the Rose going back way before Christianity. In fact, even further back, going into Egypt and beyond, that this was a group of women that were priestesses, also known as healers, and they carried this lineage known as the Sisters of the Rose. They carry this symbol of the rose because the rose is an ancient spiritual symbol which represents beauty, strength, depth, and the spiral that we go on throughout our lives, bringing forth spiritual wisdom, meaning, and ascension. Priestesses generally have worked in temple work and also have been holding space for women for centuries. This is my mentor. I decided to join a program so I could learn more about it, and I began to study with my mentor and went through an incredible transformational process. And for a very long time, it was just my journey. It wasn't something that I brought to the public or something that I did professionally until 3 years ago. After I went through my initiations, both to become a priestess and a high priestess of the Rose, I then was led by my guides and the goddesses I work with to start bringing this forth to the public. And so for the last 3 years, I've been holding space for women, for their healing, for their evolution, and going through the initiation process myself, becoming a priestess of the Rose, which has taken quite a while. Some of the primary goddesses that we work with are known to be members of what is called a Rose Council. And I'm sure some of you have worked with these goddesses yourself. But when we work together with all of them at once, we form this perfect divine union, really being able to help with our own growth, healing, transformation, and being able to go through the initiation in order to become a priestess. This is primarily a self-initiation journey. When you hold space for those who are coming into this lineage, you aren't as much teaching them. You're really helping them unravel and remember who they are. Being a priestess of the Rose and also part of this lineage is a great honor, and it's open to anyone who feels the call. It is not a closed practice. I want to let you know that this work is now an extremely important part of what I am offering. In fact, in November, I'm launching a 13-month program, which is a Priestess Path program, and I wanted to share that with all of you. And if you would like more information, feel free to comment, message, or reach out to me. And again, if you don't know me, my name is Carrie. Take care.